Hey, what is up, you guys? Sam from Weebs. I'm here with Mr. Movie himself, aka what would you say, creative director of Dumped, is producer, executive.
Uh, yeah, creator of the Netflix mega hit
Yeah.
Dumped.
I gotta tell you, okay, I have still to this day, even though I know it's fake, I tell everybody this story every time. I'm like, guys, I gotta tell you about this movie. It's like how about this time I got bamboozled, and I describe them the movie. And before I get to the part where I tell them it's fake, where it's completely fake, they're always like, that sounds so good. That sounds so,
Yeah.
so good. And I'm like, well, let me break your heart real quick because it doesn't exist.
Do you show him the tick? Do you show him the TikTok?
Yeah, I show him the whole thing. I'm like, here's the thing, because like I said on the podcast when I first discussed this, is that my girlfriend, we were like late at night. It was probably 11 o'clock. We're trying to find a movie to watch. And I had told her, I told my best friend, I was like, yo, this movie sounds amazing. And I did no research whatsoever. And so,
Why would you? I mean, you see a movie,
yeah,
you're not going to do research every time you hear about a movie. You just assume it's real.
it's so honest. And you were like, so just like, yeah, this movie's the greatest thing. Here's the premise. I'm like, I'm sold. Like, I feel like the buddy comedy thing is gone. And I was like, hey, this is amazing. So I spent probably a solid 15, 20 minutes looking for this thing, and my girlfriend was just getting so mad. She just wanted to watch a movie, and I was like, I swear to you this thing exists. I swear. It's like, I don't get bamboozled on the internet. I got this on lock. And it's just like, nope. And the only place I could find it was your TikTok. I had to go back on TikTok and find it, and it was only in the comments that gave it away. It was the comments that I was like, oh, it doesn't exist. It's not a thing. So what goes into like making something like that? Like, how do you come up? That is such a good idea.
Yeah, well, I joined TikTok during quarantine. I assume like a lot of other people, out of boredom, and being on Instagram and Facebook and just being on social media for years now. I thought TikTok was. I just assumed it was kind of like Instagram, but with just videos and no pictures.
Yeah.
But then shortly after joining, I realized like, okay, this is something a little different. And being in the entertainment business, I'm originally like, I came up in the music business.
Oh,
I was
cool.
I was in the music business full time for years, and I realized how valuable of a promotional tool TikTok could be. So, me and a couple of my buddies, we just started trying to go viral, and just see if we could. So trying different things, trying different series, different themes. Because if you scroll back on my TikTok page, it's not all just Mr.
Oh
Movie.
yeah, I saw you've been through it all, dude. Like oddly satisfying. Like here's this. I'm like, dang, this guy has been through the ringer of like TikTok stuff. Like you've tried it, even the stuff with that shitty looking old fridge. I was like, what is this guy?
Right, yes.
He's been through it all. He's just done it. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I mean, it was trial and error. I had a ton of fun doing it. And then I was going through my old texts. I would text myself ideas, right? And then, couple months later, I'm going through my text and I saw it said Netflix recommendations, right? So I thought maybe doing it because I wanted to get a series where my face was in it. Because I had viral videos before, but I wasn't in them. I was either taking the video or narrating or whatever. But I realized, like, if you really want to get a following on TikTok and you want to maybe make some money or do anything, it's so much more valuable if you're the face of it. So I was thinking about doing Netflix recommendations. And then I realized there's not that much good stuff that comes out on Netflix or HBO Max. I mean, there's tons of, you can't recommend, like, Clockwork Orange or Jurassic Park. It's like everybody already knows that stuff. There's not that many hidden gems to put out enough content, in my opinion. So then that's what gave me the idea. I'm like, oh, it would be a lot easier. I don't even have to watch the movie because it doesn't even exist. So I don't have to sift through Netflix. I don't have to sift through HBO Max or Hulu. I'll just create them. It'll be a prank anyway. So and then I did the very first fake Netflix recommendation I did, got like 5 million views. And then the next few also went viral. That's when I kind of realized, like, this is building my following. I really don't know where this is going to go because most of these people don't realize it's fake.
Mm-hmm.
So I still don't know where it's going to go. It's only been a few months.
It's so interesting that it's like, because you were no instant success or anything. Because like I said, you tried through the multiple paths, but it seems like that Netflix thing kicked off instantly. Like the moment you hit the Netflix gold mine, it's like everybody was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's almost, I mean, it depends what you consider like viral, but
yeah,
almost every single one I put out has got at least 100,000 views, if not more. I mean, if it only
I
gets
consider
100,000,
that successful. That's like, hey, that's amazing. The moment you upload that, people just, and I feel like it's such a simple idea that is just executed so well, like on your part. Like I guess you design the posters every time for the TikTok and all that stuff.
Yeah,
because it looks professional. It looks so good. And it's like all you see it, because like TikTok is such a short form kind of game, you know? So it's like I'm just scrolling through and you got recommended to me. And like just that short little bit, I didn't even send that TikTok to anybody originally. I just kept it in my mind. I was like, I'm going to tell everybody about this. This is amazing. Right. And it had the poster. It had no reason. Like you didn't give any inclination as to I'm fucking around here. It's like it was just an honest recommendation. And I gotta say, it's probably why people fucking love it. They could send that to whoever they want, and you just send somebody on a wild goose chase. They could be looking forever.
Yeah, and part of me does feel bad about sending people like on that goose chase, because some people have messaged me with pretty nasty messages.
Oh, really?
Saying, it really in the link in my bio, you can send me an email.
Yeah.
And that's where I get some nasty messages in there where people said they looked, they wasted their time, and people said I looked for like hours looking for this movie. And part of me does feel bad, but at the same time, it's like, I didn't hurt anybody. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not taking money out of that pocket. They look for a little while.
Because I think a good aspect of it is, and the part that really fooled me, because like it's obviously all of this stuff that you're recommending is so exclusive to your TikTok. When you Google it, it does not come up. It does not. And I was so confused when I was looking for Dumped. I was like, I know Paul Rudd. I know Jeremy Renner. I was telling my girlfriend, I was giving her the walkthrough. I know these two people in it. That's exactly what you said.
Right.
And I'm like Googling movies. Them in it, of course, is like fucking the Avengers are showing up. I'm just like, that's not what I'm looking for.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm just like movie where people compete to get dumped. And it's like, I can't find this thing. And eventually I just pull up the TikTok and I'm like, I had so low hopes of reopening my TikTok. I was like, there's no way, because I'm still in my mind after Googling it, after looking on Netflix, all the streaming services. I am still in my mind, this movie exists. I haven't been lied to. So I pulled up TikTok, like, watch, I'm going to find this TikTok. I'm going to find this thing. So I search it, and your TikTok is the only one that comes up talking about it. I'm like, oh, I've been fucked. I've been fucked. It was like, it's just right then, right there. I'm just like, oh, my bad. That's my completely my, and I've already dug myself in a hole by telling my friend, my girlfriend, everybody at work about how good this movie is. I'm like, no.
No, sorry about that. And it's interesting because like, this is the first conversation I've had, not over comments or something, with somebody who was like, yeah, you got me. I was looking for your movie and I couldn't find it. Yeah. But what made me find the podcast was Dumped was the first time where I found like a professional photograph of two actors. Normally the covers are just like, I'll Google like Jonah Hill photo shoot.
So I guess you just find professional photographs of whoever you're looking to be in the movie, and that's how you form the poster.
Yeah. I'll just type in Brad Pitt photo shoot, and then I'll just go through the Google images until I see one that like gives me an idea that looks like it could be a movie cover. It gives me an idea. But this is the first time I found two. So I went back on Google and I typed in Paul Rudd, Jeremy Renner, looking for that same photo to maybe it might lead me to other photos of two celebrities, because it makes it more believable, I think, when there's two celebrities on the cover. Just one. And that's when I found your podcast, like came right up.
Wow,
and the thumbnail of the podcast was the cover that I made. So I was like, wait, what the hell? Because I have seen some YouTube videos of people trying to piggyback off of my fake videos. I'll see the thumbnail and I'll click it, and it's just nobody made anything. It's just another trailer for another movie. People trying to just like they'll just use the thumbnail. But it brought me to your podcast, and I was, I watched it, and I think you had a good point where I think the dumped TikTok went more viral than normal. It was my most viral video in like a few months, and I think you're right about how that one just seemed more realistic. The storyline I came up with was better. It seemed more realistic. I sold it better on that one. And I think that does really matter as far as like people's success on TikTok. Because
when I went back to your TikTok, the first other one I saw was Boner Cycle, and I was like, all right, this guy's fucking around. Like this guy,
right.
Like there's no way. It's like there's not a movie called Boner Cycle
no, with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
No, yeah. And when I do stuff like that, I'm like, man, people they gotta think this one isn't real. Like this isn't gonna get anybody. And then it ends up getting like a lot of people. Like every single one I put up has comments of people looking for it. But it really does, like, sometimes people think TikTok is like a mystery, or the algorithm's a mystery, but it's really it's not. I mean, if you put up whatever it is, if you have a recipe, if you have a fake movie, if you're riding a skateboard or something, if you do something cool, or you do something that looks legitimate, or you do something that's worth people sharing, they're going to share it. The algorithm's going to push it out. If it's not that good, if my movie doesn't seem that real, if the storyline's not so good, it's just not going to go as viral,
Yeah, so it's a great point. And it's like, I feel like you're the perfect person to talk about that, because I feel so many people on TikTok, they want that instant success, like they want to hop on there. Because even like my girlfriend's friend, she has seen these videos, like, I could do that. It's like, oh, well, it's not that easy, It's like, you can't just like, oh, hey, this person's doing it, I could also do that. It's like, it's for you prove it. I think it's like a numbers game. You got to find that thing that people are looking for, and then you got to own that thing, which you've done incredibly. Like, what is it, part like 47 or something of the Netflix recommendations?
Yeah. I mean, just of Netflix, and then there's a few Hulu ones, a few Disney Plus and HBO Max, but I haven't done those in a while because the Netflix, more people have Netflix, I guess. Yeah. So the Netflix recommendations just were getting more views, so I haven't done the other streaming services in a while, but I do them sometimes. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple, people that I know that they are worried so much about their first TikTok post, or like they want their first post. They're going to work on that first post so much until so that first one goes viral. And it's like, no, it's such a trial and error. You people post like 4 or 5, just 4 or 5 videos on TikTok, and they only get 200 views a piece, and they give up. And it's like, I think right now anybody who wants to be a creator and isn't religiously posting on TikTok right now is missing an opportunity. And the window is closing. I mean, every day, every week, every month that goes by, the window is just closing faster and faster because of how many people are on TikTok. The TikTok's more focused on paid promotions now instead of letting things go naturally viral. But the window's still open, but like I said, it's closing. Anybody that wants to be a creator really needs to just start posting. Don't worry so much about the content. Just keep trying certain things and keep refining it, because it can, I've been posting on TikTok since 2020, and it's really just in the last few months where I've grown my TikTok page. Most of my followers have come in the last few months.
Yeah, it's true, because I mean, like, we obviously on YouTube are by no means a success, but it's like I've been doing this for ups and downs for a long time. Our account was banned twice, so it's been a lovely ride so far. But each time, we get it back, whatever. But for the longest time, for the whatever how many years, it's like we got no traction. We were doing like the standard little let's play stuff, and it's like, obviously that works for some people, but it's like it's not gonna work for everybody until we eventually start pivoting and finding our own little niche audience. We're just now in the most recent even year, we're starting to actually pick up, where it's like we're actually naturally gaining subscribers instead of just having to really work hard for it, honestly. So that's a conversation we've had before even here, because we're like a multi-man group here, at least, you know, we're really supposed to. Usually it's me. So I have all my friends that we all take our little, you know, on aspects, and one of them is all about like, it needs to be perfect. You know, it's like, it's got to be perfect before you put it up. But a lot of times that stops you from putting anything up. It's like you spend so much time trying to make something perfect that you don't want to put that thing up, which is exactly what you're saying. Is like, just post it. Like, just put that shit out there. Like, just let people see, like, if they like it, they like it. If it's even rough, people will tell you. It's like, hey, I liked it, but hey, you know, do this. And it's like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely a point, especially on TikTok and short form. And, I would think, I'm not big. I've never really posted anything on YouTube, but I'm sure it's probably getting to this point as well, where there's a certain level of like too polished for whatever your the theme of your page is, you know. And it's like, it's just, you don't want to spend time doing things you don't have to do. And I think that's a big mistake that people make.
Yeah, I agree. And I know you said you were started with a couple of friends. Are you just a one-man show at this point, doing all the TikTok stuff?
On my TikTok page, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
There was another one of my buddies who, he actually was on TikTok a little bit before me, and he's got like about 100,000 more followers than I do.
Oh, wow.
Now, and he was the one that kind of showed me like what TikTok was all about. You know, I downloaded it. I don't think I made any posts. I didn't really understand how it worked. You know, I didn't understand the essence of TikTok until he showed me. And then we were working together. Like the fridge video, we made that together. He had videos on his page about that fridge, and that's an interesting story. He had bought a property near where he worked. And on the property was an abandoned house that came with the property.
Okay.
So we were going through there. We went over there one day and we were like, oh, maybe there's some little skits we can do or something we can shoot for TikTok. This is way before Mr. Movie. And we walked into the kitchen. There's a refrigerator in there. And we opened up the fridge and it was fully stocked and had been sitting there unplugged for 3 years. So it's not every day you see a fully stocked refrigerator that's been sitting unplugged for that long. So when we saw it was just so unbelievably disgusting. And we ended up doing a few different skits with that fridge, but that was my first viral video.
Okay, cool.
Was the dirty fridge.
A moldy fridge. Like, where'd you first go viral? Let me tell you about the moldy fridge.
It was really nasty refrigerator. But it's just shit like that. And I made that. I wasn't thinking about it. I made that video in 10 seconds. There wasn't much planning around it. It was just like we were just messing around. You know, that's one cool thing about TikTok is you can have fun like that. You really can. And I think it's still in like the golden age of TikTok. You know, in 5 years from now, it's not going to be how it is now. I really don't think.
Yeah, it's true. And I mean, they always talk about how, you know, things are cool until the big corporate media starts pushing its way in, and then it very slowly, you know, goes to the next thing. I always found, I know, are you only doing TikTok stuff at this point?
At this point, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I know like also a big talk with TikTok is they always talk about how hard it is to get people off of TikTok because like people love TikTok. Like they don't want to, those TikTok people, they don't want to go to YouTube. They don't want to go to Instagram. You know, they like screw those other platforms. Like TikTok is like where they live. But there's no reason not to do it. You know, it's like they talk about it's hard getting people off, but still, I mean, like you're saying, if you're not posting to TikTok, it's like you're missing out entirely.
Yeah. I mean, I see clips of podcasts, you know, all the time on TikTok, and you know, they'll do, I'm sure you've seen it, they'll have like, you know, a couple people talking to each other, and they'll post like 15-20 seconds of something really funny. And I think like you're right, in order for them to get somebody off of TikTok and onto a podcast, it's got to be the TikTok page has to be like consistently funny, consistently go viral. The characters got to be great, like, but you can do it, you know. And it's not, since it is short form, you know, it is a lot less work than editing together or planning or recording a 3.5 hour long podcast. You know. Yeah. Do you guys have a TikTok page?
We do. So when you were saying you don't post religiously, that's us. That is us entirely. Pretty much at this point, it's just podcast clips. But I see the ones that you're talking about, and like the podcast clips, they're so much better. They're so much better because what we do is we film in 1080p, so like we get the square. When realistically, what needs to be happening is it needs to take up the full. The full phone, because nobody likes looking at just the square, where it's like it's like here's a YouTube video that was just shot on to fucking YouTube, But the problem that we have with that is we film with the one camera, so it's like if I do blow it up to that, it looks not the greatest, but it's like it could still be done. So it's like I'm starting to work on that, like as we're speaking. I'm trying to make better clips and do that stuff. Because it is like, and we used to go. When we started, we had like 5 or 6 that we went pretty hard on and posted on there, and they did good. They did all right. But then we just fell to the wayside. We also it's just life. We all just started new jobs and shit. So it's just like we just stopped posting on that. But yeah, it's definitely something where it's like it's on the roadmap. I have a whole whiteboard of shit next to me, so it's stuff to get around to eventually. But it's like we'll see.
Sure. Yeah. I think like the full screen up and down.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah, it really does. Even if the quality's not great or it doesn't look good, it's better. Bad quality up and down. Yeah. Rather than 1080p rectangle.
Yeah. Because a lot of people, I feel like you see that, and I totally do it as well. I see that, I'm like, swipe later, not watching that. It's like even when they do the border where they like put a picture above, picture below, I'm like, nah, I'm not watching that later.
Nope. Yeah. It's wild. Yeah. You can really only get away with that. Like the only time I've ever had success, like in the past, like doing that was like posting old clips of like old game shows or like old stuff that you can lends itself better to like a smaller crop image, but anything new podcast, it's got to be full screen.
So let me ask you a couple of fun questions. If someone came to you, all right, was like, yo, we love the movie Dumped, we want to make it a thing, would you be like, hell yeah? It's like, I'm in.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. Yeah. No doubt.
And if they, so you've done a lot of recommendations. Is there one that you would personally love to see as a movie?
Yeah. Let me think.
Okay. Because even like the newest documentary one you were talking about, like, damn, man, that's kind of good too. That's just like,
the girl what goes, that comes across the secrets. Government secrets.
I was like, all right, cool.
That one was cool. The one I did a horror movie called Claustrophobia, and the cover was like it's really small tunnel that gets really, really, really small. And I branded it as like an unbelievably scary movie. Like if you are claustrophobic, which a lot of people are. Small spaces. But I thought it would be great. The premise in my mind was, you see those like cave explorer people on YouTube now?
No way. I know exactly what you're talking about. Hell no.
Yeah. I've been seeing it more recently. And, they're like, whatever, 800 feet below the surface, and they're squeezing through like rock. And I thought it would be great to have a horror movie wrapped around that like cave discovery shit. So I thought it was a Claustrophobia. If I had to pick, I think that one would be possibly successful.
Movie. For sure. I mean, especially even if you just brand it as like a claustrophobia nightmare. It's like a lot of people will be like, it's like it could be the crappiest movie ever, and people will be like, nah, no way.
Right. I think it wouldn't even have to, like, the actors wouldn't have to be that great. The plot wouldn't have to be that great. If you had like some scary scenes in those really tight caves, I think that could be cool. That could maybe make some money.
Okay, yeah, totally. I mean, I agree. There was that one cave story about the guy who got stuck upside down and they had to just leave him. I watched a documentary on that, and never again. That was no fun. So, and then with all your movie ideas and your recommendation, I know you talked about really you're just doing it for fun, but do you have an end goal in sight? Like, where would you like this to go? You want a Mr. Movie universe?
Man, people have asked me that, and it's still like pretty new. Like I only posted the first Mr. Movie back, I think, in February of this year.
Oh, okay.
So I really didn't have a plan. It was just another thing I was trying on TikTok, and it was fun to do. I liked creating the movie posters. I honestly don't know where it's going to go.
Okay.
Because like I said, it's like I feel like I have like 530 something thousand followers now. And I'm curious, like, how many of those followers how many of them know it's fake and how many of them don't?
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm not sure where it's going to go. You know, I don't have a plan. I'm just riding the wave.
That's fair. Hey, and I think part of that would be why you make such good content. You know, it's like, you're not really doing it for a business aspect. You're just riding the wave. You're just doing your thing. And like, I think that makes it hard to read also, where it's like, people are like, fuck, I don't know. Wouldn't it be absolutely legendary, somebody just watching all of your stuff and they're just like making a list, like, okay, I'm going to get to these eventually. It's like, they're like, half of them are just absolutely fake and just have no idea.
Oh man. Yeah. I've had people reach out and they're like, dude, I have a whole favorites folder on TikTok of all your stuff. And I've been wanting to watch them. I've been like collecting your recommendations for like months. And they're all fake, you asshole. Like, you're a real prick. And I don't respond to the haters. Some people say, like, man, you know, people, they can laugh about it after, and you know, we can joke about it. But yeah, some people get pissed. Yeah,
that's too funny, man. But I feel like, you know, they talk about all the time is where it's like, so when people get outraged like that, like, they help you even more. It's like they start like, whether you want to like call it, they start hate watching your videos, whatever, and it's like they just love that shit. And it's like, so it works both ways. You have the people who find it hilarious, who I'm sure love trolling all of their immediate like friends and family, and then people who are pissed off that these are all fake, and it's like they're still gonna watch them regardless.
Oh yeah, I mean, once you comment on a TikTok video, TikTok remembers that, and it'll keep showing you that person's content. So I got people that follow me that always hate on my videos. Yeah. And as soon as I post a new video, I get a few comments right away from people that follow me and hate on it too, that are in there trying to, like, you know, people that couldn't keep a surprise birthday secret, that would have to tell their friend, you know. And it's like, they go on there instantly, this isn't real, don't watch this guy doesn't have any real recommendations, and they give me like all these comments right away, which boosts the post.
Which TikTok is like, yo, this guy is popping, like, everybody loves this guy.
Exactly. So I never block, like, I don't block the haters. Like, people that follow me, like, I'll respond in clever ways to like keep them coming back, you know, because the more the better.
Yeah, totally. It's like, when I do any sort of like live stream, my community loves to think it's funny to downvote. Like, you know, there's the thumbs up, thumbs down. They're like, down, down, down. And it's like, you guys don't even know. All you're doing is giving me engagement. It's like, go for it all you want. It's like,
right.
That's all YouTube sees is like, yo, people are liking this video. It's like, okay, cool. Rather it be thumbs down, thumbs up, you just like, oh, okay, man, hey, nice. So people, I just like, let them do it. Like, let them go for it. Same thing. It's like, who cares?
Oh yeah. I mean, that's like some of the base of why my page keeps doing well, is because the haters go on there and they'll reply to like 10 different people, you know, this isn't real, this isn't real, this isn't real. And then they get into a conversation, and then before you know it, it's like 6 or 7 comments back and forth between these people, because the people commenting who don't realize what's going on yet, they're so confused. Yeah. They don't understand, like, what do you mean it's not real? You know? You know, and then they got to go back and forth, and then TikTok's, oh, there's actual people, they're having conversations on this guy's page, so something's got to be worth something here, so they'll push it out.
Yeah, that's all you need. All right, well, I think it's been more than informative. It's been a pleasure meeting you. Is there anything else you want to say to everybody out there? Not to put you in that open-ended question, but, you know, go ahead.
Be good, and like I said earlier, you know, if you want to be a content creator, get on TikTok. Just really start posting, because, the window of opportunity is closing.
Okay, yeah, there you go. I think that's perfect advice. And if anyone wants to check me out, of course, Mr. Movie on TikTok, you'll see it and you'll get, you know, bamboozled like everybody else. So check it out. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys next time. Make sure to leave a subscribe and check out Mr. Movie.